Julia.
Hi, my name is Stanley Pollack and I'm the author of Moving Beyond Icebreakers. What you are about to see is a training session which is being led by Sepna Pate, who is one of our most experienced and talented facilitators. She's training a group of diverse professionals in how to use interactive exercises to increase learning, reflection, and productivity in their groups. Take a look and see how these professionals are learning to use these exercises in a very powerful way. I hope you enjoy it.
Got it? So we'll just keep going the regular way right now. Brandon.
Julia.
Brandon.
Julia.
Brandon.
Julia.
Brandon.
Julia.
Brandon.
Julia.
Brandon.
That's me, Julia.
Brandon.
That's Julia.
Brandon.
That's Julia.
Brandon.
Julia.
Brandon. And reverse. Julia.
Hey.
Julia.
Hey.
Reverse. Brandon.
That's Julia.
Brandon.
That's Julia.
All right. Woo! So, let me open it up. Comments.
It's a cardio.
Yeah, Julia.
I've done bag toss before, but never has it been that intense. Like, we've never had a water container. That threw me for a loop. And I got Brandon next to me saying Julia, but it's not me. But his voice is really clear, and it's like, and it was, ooh.
Okay.
I think when you add the water bottle, we were more cautious of how we were throwing things. Okay. When the bottle came into play, people were waiting waiting for the other person to be prepared. It's kind of preparing them for the bigger, unexpected possibility of what can happen in any position.
What did it feel like for folks?
It reminded me of my job.
How so?
Things are always being tossed at me, and my coworker's name is Julia. So I'm like, Julia.
Wow. Okay.
Like, it really reminded me of that. But and I guess with the water bottle, then you're tossed something that's more urgent, and you have to somehow manage that one, as opposed to the softer ones.
Right. How about other folks? What kind of strategies did you use? Let me ask that question. Fred.
I've done bag tosses a bunch of times before, and usually my strategy is get into my baseball catcher position. But you just kept throwing them; they just kept going.
Yeah.
And
How come you didn't tell me to slow down?
You were the kind of the higher up, and all I'm seeing is what's coming from Kay, and I'm I don't know where the rest of it's coming from. So it's I didn't. There's no communication between me and you, it's just me and
right.
Kay.
But we're all connected, right? So in this activity, everybody's connected. And so what happens between Julia and Brandon and myself impacts people down the line, right? And so people saw out of the corner of their eye this coming through. But did anyone say, hey, there's a big object, watch out, so are we talking, right? Could somebody have said, sup, can you slow down? Or Julia, can you slow? Could anybody have said that? And why didn't, right? So there's bigger conversations to have there. Why didn't anybody say it? Why did you just take it as status quo? Did anyone throw 3 or 4 bags at once? Because I've seen that in groups, right? Where all of a sudden, I have all these bags and I'm like, Julia, right? And so I want them done. So my plate is clean, my inbox is empty. Some of us, bags fell and just kept going. No, nobody saw it, it doesn't matter, right? And it doesn't matter if it was a missed meeting. But it does matter if it's a missed doctor's appointment maybe, right? Because you couldn't take time off or something like that. And so how do you then help your group think about how do I prioritize? There are other really big issues in all of our lives that sort of become this. And this does impact the work.
As you can see, there are some very powerful things that can be achieved when you learn how to use these interactive exercises in a skillful manner. In the book, Moving Beyond Icebreakers, you will learn about 300 exercises that help you to increase group productivity, learning, and reflection. For the last 30 years, I've been practicing this skill and learning how to develop my ability to lead groups. In the book, Moving Beyond Icebreakers, I've attempted to put all of my learning into those pages. So you'll see 300 interactive exercises that are documented in a way that really help you learn how to use them effectively. But more than that, I've included information about why I use these exercises, how I use these exercises, and how I learned to overcome some of the challenges I faced as a facilitator. If you're interested in developing your skills as a facilitator, please consider buying Moving Beyond Icebreakers. Thanks a lot for watching, and if you found this helpful, please pass it on to others who can benefit.